The issue I want to talk about today is one of the most important topics of our time: artificial intelligence, or AI. Its influence on our lives is growing faster than ever before. Every day, in one way or another, AI is shaping how we think, how we communicate, how we learn, and even how we make decisions. You may have already seen your children, students, or people around you using AI, whether for education, entertainment, or curiosity. But the real question is, do they understand how to use it safely and wisely? Are we, as parents, teachers, and elders, guiding them in the right direction? Artificial intelligence is undoubtedly a powerful and remarkable invention of human knowledge. It can make learning easier, speed up work, and even open doors to opportunities that were once unimaginable. Students can now complete their assignments faster, find answers instantly, and even explore ideas beyond the classroom. People are using AI for creativity, for innovation, and for expanding their knowledge about the world. It can help solve complex problems, assist in medical research, and improve the way we live in countless ways. It is, without a doubt, one of the greatest technological revolutions in human history. However, the same technology that carries such potential also carries deep risks, especially for children and young minds who are still learning to distinguish right from wrong. AI, as intelligent as it may appear, is still not human. It doesn't feel, it doesn't understand morality, and it doesn't know the emotional consequences of the words it generates. It only predicts and responds based on the data it has been trained on. That means if a child uses it without guidance, the results can sometimes be misleading, confusing, or even dangerous. Parents must understand that while AI can help their children learn, it can also shape their behavior, beliefs, and thoughts in unexpected ways. The information it provides is not always right, and the suggestions it gives may not always be safe. There have already been tragic cases where children followed harmful advice or were emotionally influenced by AI-based platforms. Some children, unable to understand the difference between human empathy and machine-generated words, made life-altering decisions. In some heartbreaking cases, it even led to self-harm or suicide, encouraged indirectly by AI-generated responses. These stories remind us that technology, no matter how advanced, cannot replace human wisdom, love, and emotional support. That is why, as responsible adults, it is our duty to supervise how our children use AI. If your child is using an AI app or website, do not let them use it in isolation. Sit with them, see what they are asking, observe what kind of answers they are receiving. Explain to them that AI is not a friend or a person. It is a tool. It does not truly care for them, and it does not understand feelings. It simply responds to prompts without knowing who is asking or why. This difference is something only a human can understand, and that's where parental or teacher supervision becomes essential. We should also educate children about the right way to use AI. Teach them that it can be a wonderful source of learning when used properly. Encourage them to use it for research, for developing ideas, for learning new skills, and for discovering creativity. But at the same time, make them aware that AI is not always correct. It can generate false information or give emotionally inappropriate advice. The key lies in balance, allowing children to benefit from AI without losing the values, wisdom, and emotional intelligence that come only from human interaction and real-life experience. Children are naturally curious. They like to explore, test, and play. When they find an AI that can answer any question instantly, they might become overly dependent on it. Instead of thinking deeply or trying to solve problems on their own, they may begin to rely completely on the machine. This can weaken their creativity, critical thinking, and decision-making skills. Over time, such dependence can also make them emotionally detached, less social, and more isolated from the real world. AI can also influence children subtly through tone, content, and emotional mimicry. When a chatbot talks in a friendly or sympathetic tone, a child might start believing that it understands them better than their parents or friends. This illusion can create emotional confusion and distance from real relationships. Some AI tools even generate personal or emotional advice, which can be very dangerous for a young, impressionable mind that takes every word seriously. That is why AI should never replace real teachers, mentors, or parents. Education is not only about information, it is about guidance, discipline, and emotional understanding. AI can help in providing information, but it cannot provide wisdom. It can give answers, but it cannot give meaning. Only a teacher or parent can truly shape a child's character, morals, and sense of purpose. If your child uses AI, make sure it happens under supervision, preferably under the guidance of a teacher who understands both education and technology. AI can be a great assistant for learning mathematics, science, or languages, but a human must always be there to interpret, explain, and guide. The danger arises when a child uses AI for personal advice, emotional support, or to escape reality. AI cannot understand pain, depression, or loneliness the way humans do. In such cases, its responses might worsen the situation rather than help it. The tragic incidents of children taking their own lives after interacting with AI are warning signs for all of us. Technology, no matter how smart, is still a reflection of human data, and not all data is healthy or moral. When an AI system learns from the internet, it also learns from the toxic, harmful, or misleading content that exists there. So when a child interacts with it without any protection or supervision, there's always a risk that the AI may unintentionally give harmful advice. It is our responsibility as a society to ensure that children are protected. Parents must be aware of what kind of AI platforms their children are using. Governments and educational institutions should create awareness campaigns, digital safety programs, and training sessions to teach children how to use AI responsibly. The future belongs to these children, and their relationship with technology will shape not only their lives, but also the future of humanity. Let us remember, AI is a machine. It is created to serve humanity, not to control it. We must never let the tool become the master. When used wisely, AI can help us reach great heights of knowledge and progress. But when used carelessly, it can destroy innocence, create dependency, and cause emotional harm. It is up to us to decide which path we take. So today, take a moment to observe your surroundings. If your child, student, or any young person you know is using AI, sit with them and talk. Teach them what it really is. Show them how to ask questions properly and how to verify the answers they get. Encourage them to discuss what they learn with real people, not just machines. Let them know that AI is not a replacement for human connection, love, or wisdom. It is simply a tool, a servant to the human mind, not its master. Our children are our nation's most valuable treasure. Their minds are the foundation of tomorrow's world. If we let technology shape them without guidance, we risk losing not only their innocence, but also the moral and emotional values that make us human. But if we combine knowledge with wisdom and technology with supervision, we can create a generation that uses AI with intelligence, empathy, and responsibility. The message is simple yet powerful. Be careful, be watchful, and be present. Don't let machines raise your children. Teach them that while AI can assist, it cannot replace the warmth of a parent, the wisdom of a teacher, or the understanding of a friend. Protect their hearts and guide their minds. Because no technology, no matter how advanced, will ever be more precious than a child's life, innocence, and future. Our responsibility does not end with providing devices or internet access. It begins with guidance, supervision, and love. AI will continue to evolve. It will become more intelligent, more human-like, and more persuasive. But it will always remain a creation of human hands, and it must remain under human control. The moment we forget this truth, we risk losing the very essence of what makes us human: our emotions, our empathy, and our conscience. So, let us use AI wisely. Let it help us learn, not control how we think. Let it make our work easier, not make us dependent. Let it enhance education, not replace the role of educators. Let it serve humanity, not shape it. And above all, let us protect our children. For they are not only the users of the future, but also the keepers of our moral and human legacy. Technology can change the world, but only humans can give it purpose. If we succeed in teaching our children that balance, the world will not fear AI. It will use it for good. The real danger is not in the machine itself, but in the lack of guidance around its use. With awareness, love, and responsibility, we can ensure that AI remains a blessing, not a curse. Our children's lives are too precious to leave in the hands of algorithms. Their hearts need real care, their minds need real teachers, and their souls need real connections. Let us be their guides in this digital era, not through fear, but through wisdom. Because the safest future is one where technology and humanity walk together, with humans still leading the way.